everybody, my name is Ashley Brooke, I'm autistic, and I'm making this video, I'm making this video for a subscriber on my YouTube channel. I always talk to her, she's pretty cool. She's autistic like me, and she asked me, would you happen to be the oldest in your family, and do you feel like they talk to you like you're a baby? She said, I'm 43 years old, and the older I get, the more annoying this is getting, that her family doesn't stop talking to her like she's a child, which can feel very belittling. So my response to that was, I'm the youngest. My experience with my family was that they were so neglecting that I kind of felt like Matilda. You guys know the movie Matilda? It was like that, but like super hood, and I was more autistic. Like, you know, like it felt like I was around a bunch of like weirdos. It felt like they were so like addict mentality, like, and like gang affiliated, and like just like criminals, like straight up criminals. They went from minister to criminals, and I was like, what the heck is this? And like, they didn't like me because I was smarter, and they would be like, oh, they'd call me Google, and you know, make jokes and say I was weird and all that type of stuff. Like I didn't fit in, you know, at all. So that was my experience. And they did talk. They didn't talk to me like I was stupid, because they had made me pick up all their slack, you know, because they were slackers. But they did talk down to me, though. They did that whole talk. It's the same thing, you know, like them talking to you like you're a child. It's just like a nicer version of discriminating against me, you know, like the way my family did. Talk to me like I was stupid, or talking to me like they would just talk to me like I was like weird. They couldn't really say stupid because I did a lot more than they did, but they did say I was really weird, freak, weirdo, that type of crap. They had their own little way of doing it, but exactly the same, like, you know, same feeling, I'm imagining. They do that to a lot of us, you know, like, I mean, a lot of neurotypical families, they do that to their autistic family members. And I think they just don't know how to deal with different. And like, sometimes they don't even do it intentionally. It's just like they can't see past it, like themselves or their way of living. And it's like they think they're the right way, and they need to like train us. Like, hurry up, get the ABA therapist. Let's train them to be normal. It's like, excuse me, like just because I talk fast, and just because, you know, I say a lot, I'm very efficient. Okay, maybe I have a lot to say. Maybe you should take out a paper and a pen and take some notes. Okay? Like, you know, it's always going to be that way because we're so different. It's like, I think that we should all acknowledge that autistic people are different than neurotypicals, but at the same time accept it. Like, you know, it's just like, you don't need to be like me, we don't need to be like each other, like, but you should still accept us, and like, and we'll accept you. Like, just quit trying to freaking heal me and pray pray for my cure. I'm fine, thank you. You pray for my cure, and I'll pray for your education. There you go. I'm sorry. It's so fucking insulting. I've had people say, I'm gonna pray for your autism. Like, so many people. I'm just like, oh my god. I love God. Like, I'm a major Christian. But don't come and say you're gonna pray for my cure. What the hell, man? That's messed up. And they think that they're saying, that's the thing with like neurotypicals, that they think that they mean well and they're doing the right thing, and they're, you know, so I would think that it's common sense not to go and insult somebody, you know, like that. It's like, I'm born this way, like, why would you, you know, I'm just different. Like, what the heck, a cure? Let me guess, do they think this is some punishment, like, for my family? Because they've sinned or something? Like, is that... I'm telling you, it's crazy. People are so weird. I just want to tell you, my subscriber on there, you know who you are. I don't want to, for confidentiality, I'm not going to, like, name you unless you give me your, you know, permission. But you know who you are. don't let it make you feel bad. I think it is so time that you should start being like, hey, like shock them. Maybe you don't say anything. That's what I had to do. Eventually I had to like stand up and speak for myself and be like, hey, don't talk to me like that. And look at like I know it's hard for us to make eye contact that consistently sometimes. I don't know if you have that issue, but I do a lot. If you watch a lot of my videos, I'm always like, my eyes are always like, when I'm expressing, I'm always like looking down or looking up or looking sideways, you know? But when you have that moment, if you feel like they're talking like that, you force, like, you know, like high mask for a second and look at them and be like, hey, you know? Do that. Practice it. I'm not playing. I used to always be the nicest, most quiet, like passive, like, you know. I mean, I still am a very nice person, but I have to learn to like high mask for those occasions and check some people, because it's like, hey, dude, like I don't have any family support. Like, don't be bullying me. You know, looking at a vulnerable situation and think that you can go and like, you know, get away with it more. Don't let that happen to you. And if they are talking like that, check them or you know, say something to them. You don't need to be all like crazy, like, hey, fight them, you know, like, hey, let's go. But you should be like, hey, I'm not stupid. And autistic, you know, autism is not an intellectual disorder. Check them with your brain, you know, but put some words to it. Honestly, and if you're nonverbal and you can't, but you can text me on my Autistic Army TikTok account, my private DM, and then we can arrange it and I can check them for you. Seriously, I was nonverbal, that's why, till I was 7, and I stopped talking from 10 to 11. So if somebody is picking on a nonverbal and you're able to text and talk to me and you're watching my videos, go on to my TikTok account or even go into my messages here on YouTube and let me know, and I will advocate for you. Because I went through that when people would just push me around because I was nonverbal. It's crazy. Because I also learned how to spell too. Before I started speaking, I did learn how to spell, and even though I was like writing things to my parents and writing things to my siblings, they thought because I didn't verbally say it out loud, they can just be like, oh, it doesn't count. The hell, dude? I was so mad one time that I locked myself in the walk-in closet. I remember this. I locked myself in the walk-in closet, and I started writing. Like I had paper for each one of my family members. And I had their name and like how I like what I saw their issues were, you know? I was like giving them a full psych evaluation when I was nonverbal. Isn't that funny? Everyone thinks that nonverbals are like that we're not paying attention, or that we're not like, we don't remember, or that we're stupid or something. So not the case. I was doing a psych evaluation on my entire family. It was funny, and I was pretty damn right on. pretty pretty efficient in that evaluation. It's funny. I'm laughing because I'm remembering back like all the, like I had each page and I was like saying like the whole scenario, you know, like what you know, what are some of the, you know, like issues, environmental issues. It was so funny. It was funny, no wonder they hated me. I don't know. I hope that made you laugh, guys. It's so true and it's funny. If you're autistic, then you know what I'm saying. Or just like without really acknowledging their, like, you know, how it would be offensive. I guess we're even now. Now they don't acknowledge me, so at least I don't have to feel bad about telling them the truth. Anyways, so I hope that this helped, and if anything, I hope it is, I guess, something to laugh at. But that was my experience with it. So stand strong, you know, you're a soldier. It's time that the autistic community lets neurotypicals know what time it is. You're in my world now. We're growing by the number. Come on. If you know, it's becoming more and more a safer place to, you know, be ourselves. So only high mask when you're around bullies is to check them. That's what I say. That's the only time I high mask, or when I'm talking to like authority, you know, where I can, like, you know, make it to where my voice is heard real clear. So they